everybody, this is Fradham here, and this is Linux Tip Episode 10, How to Edit Videos in Linux. A lot of operating systems come with video editing software, or for a pretty low price you can get it installed. Apple has iMovie, and Windows has their own version of it, which eludes me what it's called. I haven't been in Windows in a while. In the Linux world, there are several programs out there that you can use, and the one that I like to use is called OpenShot, and that's what this video is going to be about. To start out, I found that OpenShot is the easiest and most straightforward to learn and use. There's a lot of tutorial videos on YouTube for this. So let's explore OpenShot. I made a video this past weekend testing out my new GoPro camera, which is this right here. It's a GoPro Hero. This is their low-end $129 camera, no LCD, so it's really shoot and hope it comes out right type video. So we're going to edit that and make something presentable for YouTube with titling and music and all that fun stuff. So the first thing we need to do is define our project. So we go to File and select New Project. We want to change the name to what our project is, and then select a folder. I have it in Videos, Traintown. And for project profile, I usually do 1080p 23.98 frames per second. I do that because that's the NTSC standard for 1080p videos, high def video, and it's also works really well on YouTube, and it looks good when you're done. Even if you recorded at a higher frame rate, this will down convert, and you'll actually end up saving some file space in the process. So then we click Save Project, and that will create all our thumbnails and such. I already started this project, so I'm not going to hit save. After we create our new project, the next thing we want to do is add our files. So to add our files that we're going to use for this video, we click the Import Files, which is right here, the plus sign. Go back to our project folder and grab my MP4s and I added some MP3s for sounds. Add. There's one more I need to add. Okay, so now we have 2 video files and 2 sound effects and some music. So our first video will be this one here. Oh, these are our tracks that for editing. So if you think of it as laying out strips of film, and each track is a strip, and you can add your music. So we want to do at least 3 tracks, and then we'll add our first one. And if you see, I'll hit play here. It'll show my horrible camera skills. So I'm going to cut this because I don't really need this video. Oh, that's my son Colton, by the way, and my wife. So we'll find a point where we want to edit, probably closer to when the train starts for this particular.
Oh,
lost the shoe.
If you did that over a bridge, that shoe would be gone.
So we can move forward. So this will be our first clip. Get a little further along to where the train's moving. Okay, we're going. So we'll just take our scissors and cut right about here. And now you'll see we have 2 clips. And we'll get this one here, right click on it, and remove the clip. And now this clip, we want actually all the way to the front, because now we have, you know, almost 2 minutes of nothingness in our video. So we'll right click, go to properties, and then we go to position on timeline. So this is where it starts, so we can do 0, and then apply, and boom, it's at the beginning. So now our video will start with the train going. Okay, so we got that. That's probably about a 10-minute clip. Yeah, just a little over 10 minutes. So I want to add an intro image so that it doesn't just go straight into my video. So I'm going to add an image I found online of Train Town. So I moved it to the project folder, and it's called New Train Town. Add. And so now I want to take this image, and the default, this will play the image for about 7 seconds by default, and you can make it longer if you want. So the next thing we want to do is move this over. So now we'll get about 7 seconds of the Train Town intro image, and then it'll just cut to my video. And this is where we could either use a transition, and we have lots of transitions, or we can, I tend to use fades. So to do a fade, I would right click on this image here and do fade out fast, and then on my video I'd right click and do fade in fast, and then I overlap them just a little bit so you'll get that nice smooth transition. There it goes. So that's a fade. And then, well, this is kind of boring with no audio, so let's move that song. I want to do the wooden train whistle. So about there is where it ends, so we'll clip it here. And then right click, remove the last part of that clip. So we'll make the intro a little bit longer because I also want to add my music. So so we'll move this back. We're going to turn off the audio on this clip because we don't really need to hear everybody talking. So where it shows the little speaker right there, you just click it. No more audio. So this might want to do a fade in fast also, because we're getting a clicking in there. See, now the clicking's going. I like this tune. Now another thing, we want to add another track. We'll call this our title track. So for over here we want to do a title. So we go up to title and new title, and you got all different titles that you can do. So we can add that. It just depends on what you want. I like just simple. And you can create your own using different programs that are out there. Let's see here. I just like using this one. So I selected gold 1 as my title, and then we hit create title and we say, we give it a name. Click OK, and then we say Sonoma Train Town 2016. when was it? I think it was February 2/12/2016. Apply, and then we could take the title and drop it right there. We might need to swap this one with that one. I always get it backwards. Oh no, there it is. Okay, now that color is kind of hard to see on there because it already has the yellows. So we can go up and edit title. And we can go and change the color. Change the font. Somewhere in here we can make it maybe red. We probably need something darker. So let's do like a blue. Okay, so we can move all the way up to now our music stopped, so we can just grab it again and have it repeat. Let's see how it sounds. It does. We probably have to do it a third time. So depending on how long, you can just keep stacking your music, or you can even change the music at this point if you want. Oh, this song is really short. Fade out on this one. Butt crack. I had to stare at that lady's butt crack the whole trip. Okay, so that's the basics of editing video in Linux. It's actually really simple, and see, I don't like seeing that butt crack, so we could back it up a little to like right there. Take our little snip tool. Snip, snip, and then our pointer, remove clip, remove clip. And so that's the end of our video. At this point, I would do a credits video, or I do titles for the credits, and I like to credit the music I use the free music that Google supplies. You may notice from a lot of my videos I use a lot of stuff from Silent Partner. They have a lot of stuff on YouTube. Anyways, that's the basics for editing a video. You can do a lot of neat stuff. You can have animated transitions. You can do 3D titles. They call them new animated title. And this uses Blender, which is a 3D rendering software for, I think it's available on all platforms. And you can animate your titles. So if we take our title here and we go properties and say we want to start at, want to do layout, you can change so that the start of the clip, you can say, oh, let's put it at 75%, and then at the end of the clip we'll leave it at 0, and now we should have an animation on our see. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this, and it just takes a little bit of playing around with. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube for this, and this is a good replacement if you're transitioning from a Windows or Mac environment to Linux and you need a program to do these kind of edits. This is a good program for it. There's other programs out there that a lot of other people use. The other ones I've seen have been more complicated. This one to me just feels straightforward and easy to use. I recommend it, but it may not do everything you want. So I would maybe do a search on Google for alternatives to like Adobe Premiere or something. That's, the professional deal out there. So anyways, I hope this video was useful for you and introduced you to some new software that you weren't familiar with. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Thanks a lot and have a great day.